What's going on, everybody? It's Cannabis Guru. I just got interrupted by the rooster. But yeah, this is Cannabis Guru, and I got a grow update for you. We're looking at my outdoor G13. And yes, I've seen some people say that G13 is not around anymore, blah, blah, blah. No, this is a G13. At least that's what Rocket Seeds called it. I had 3 different seeds in the seed pack. 2 of them I think are retarded, or they're different strains, something. But they don't look like G13. They look nothing like this. I've done some research on what G13s look like in veg and flower and things like that. And this looks like a G13 in veg. So it has the OD green leaves, see? And then the buds are like a brighter green and shit like that, you know what I mean? They say that you can have some purple crystals in there and shit like that, but mine that I have in flower, they're in flesh now. The buds, if you go and look at buds from G13 and look at the buds on there, they don't look the same. So I really think that those plants are different strains. I really do. But she's now been transplanted into a 30-gallon pot. I did that yesterday. So she's a lot happier. I gave her 1 gallon of nutrients yesterday after I planted it, but it was going to start raining, so I didn't do anything after that. And I just got done giving it 3 gallons of nutrients, low dose. I put 1 teaspoon of the Maxi Grow per gallon, 5 mils of CalMag per gallon, and 2.5 mils of silica per gallon. I was gonna taper down my nutrient regimen, but I've decided to hold off on that until I know that she's doing good, and then I don't know, maybe the next one will kill off some of it, you know what I mean, cut it in half. But even in veg, this might need some CalMag. It's probably gonna need silica. So I don't know, maybe I'll just continue with the regimen, just I won't be using the veg newts, you know what I mean? I'll just continue giving it silica and CalMag. We'll see. So I'm gonna do a little bit more reading and do some research on what I can do with this Maxi line. Oh, I just noticed that. What the hell happened there? Oh, that's weird. Didn't notice that before. That's tacky. There. It's gone. Fuck, I didn't even notice that. I don't know what that's from. It's probably from being transplanted. I got a little rough with it on accident. I had to actually cut it out of the pot. It just didn't want to come out of the cloth pot that it was in. So I cut it out of the pot, and that was a good pot too, man. It kind of pissed me off. But I put a bunch of dirt down in there, and then I was able to plant this on top and then fill it around it, put mycorrhiza. I forgot to do it around the root ball, but the root ball is pretty big to be able to do that. So I just sprinkled a bunch on top and a bunch of azos on top and watered it in. And I got watered in when I put in, I covered it up with dirt actually, and then I just watered it in a little bit ago as the sun came up. So I'm leaving for about a month today, and my wife's gonna be taking care of my plants, so I want to make sure that they're all on point and ready to go for her, to where she doesn't have to do a whole lot. Just flush the 2 and give this one water, hopefully. She might have to add some roots to this, like I said, we'll see. It says that the Fox Farm soil should cover your plant for like a month, maybe a month and a half, something like that. So I don't know, we'll see what happens. But yeah, dude, she's looking really good. Like I said, as you can see, it's been raining. It's cloudy, so it's been raining, so she's not all perked up. And like I said, she just got transplanted, so it'll take her, it's supposed to rain for like next week, dude. They're calling like 40 and 50% chance of rain for the next week, which really sucks. So this thing is really bushy. Almost looks like it's, oh man, I took a little too much off the side. Well, no, because I took a branch from down here and it came out like right here. So I'm not going to chop off too much more. This one right here, they're pretty much, I need to get rid of like this shit right here. I already did a de-leafing in the middle. defoliated, whatever you want to call it. As you can see, there's nothing yellow down in there. But yeah, she's really top heavy. But the stock is strong. I do like this, and it doesn't want to flop over one way or the other. So, and these tie downs, it's been really windy. See, they're real loose, dude. Especially, and then this one too is really loose. See, and they're not tied around this. Probably only gonna be on here for like another week, and then I'll be able to have my wife take them off. Because after about a week, they may interfere with the growth of the stock, and I don't want that. And then these stakes could probably come out. So it was just there for the other pot. But once I put the Azos and mycorrhiza on the top and covered it with more cocoa and watered it, the roots really took off more. So they'll do the same thing in here with the mycos and the Azos that I put in it. I always try to use that stuff. Oh, I got blurry, sorry about that. I always try to use that stuff in transplant. Or when I notice the roots are a little bit on the weak side. Yeah, see this side doesn't really have anything. I took a branch off of here and it came out to like right here. You get what I'm saying? So it was pointless. So it looks a little wonky. It's because this one right here, I don't know, it's probably gonna stay there. I'm not gonna take that one off. I took off a bunch on the bottom and I was saving them. I was gonna make clones. And then I was like, oh shit, I'm leaving for a month. So I'll make clones when I get back. I got a bunch of nice ones too. But my wife doesn't do the cloning thing. So it's all good. This will put off a lot of nice clones for me as she gets bigger. But yeah, man, she's looking good. She said she's in a 30-gallon pot. See, I got a little spillage over. I put the 3 gallons in a 5-gallon bucket and poured it in here. It was a lot easier mixing that up than doing it 1-gallon jugs at a time, you know. But yeah, dude, she's really happy. Really happy. Like I said, I'm positive this is a G13. It's got the OD green leaves, like it says, and it's like a 70-30 mix. Oh yeah, and there's some other people saying that this strain was created by, I don't know, I heard like some hillbilly in the woods or some shit like that. That's not the rumor. The rumor is that the government created this strain. Can't remember what university it was at. They did it, University of Mississippi. I don't know, I could be wrong, but it was at a university. And fucking, it was done back in the 60s and 70s or maybe 60s. Anyways, you can look it up. The rumor is that it was created by the government. I read some posts, people say, oh yeah, G13 is not around anymore, da, 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 da. I got, you know, run out by all the new strains. But I disagree. This one is from Rocket Seeds. I know that the other two strains, the other two plants that I've got in flower, they look like shit. But, you know, it is what it is. Like this one right here could come off. But I might just leave that. I don't know, dude. That's a long, look at that. But it has been raining too, so it's pulling it down. So that's why it's drooping more on this side. Plus, like I said, I didn't clean up. I stocked straight up and down like it's supposed to be. I made the root ball level, so maybe she could have. She's a little crooked, I think, but the root ball's level. Yeah, dude, there ain't no moving that bitch. She's fucking. Should be stuck. So it's just, like I said, it's been raining, and she didn't get lollipopped as much on this side as it did on the other side. But it's all good. So she'll fill out more on this side again as she gets bigger and bush out. I'm done super cropping it. I noticed that there's some shorter ones in here, like right here. There's one short one there, over on that side. And I thought about topping some of these. You know, it's just like cutting the tops off down to the next node, not super cropping them, just giving it a haircut to bring this one out. But I don't think it's worth it. By the time I get back, this thing will be too big for that shit anyways. But yeah, it rained, weighted the leaves down a little bit. Needs to be treated with neem oil this weekend. My wife's gonna have to do it because with it raining off and on for the next week, she could get powdery mildew real easily. And we want to try to avoid that. So she'll be doing the neem oil for me this weekend. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. She's done that before. She knows how to do it. So, but anyways, that's pretty much all I got, you guys. So I wish she was perking up for you, but she's not. But she's definitely happy. So, and I'm happy that she's in a 30-gallon pot finally. And I'm happy that it's not windy today. So, finally. But anyways, that's pretty much all I got, you guys. Look at the structure on that plant. I've been trying to get rid of all the small shit, and I think you're gonna think that this branch right here might end up going too, but I kind of want to save that for a clone. And then I'll have just this stuff right here. So she'll bush out and bush out and grow and grow and grow. She'll probably be, I hope this pot's big enough, dude. I've grown, I think I got like maybe this is the biggest pot. I've grown in 30-gallon pots before. I thought I had a bigger one, but maybe not. But yeah, the plants, when they were flowered out in the 30-gallon pot that I had, they were a little bit bigger than this, fully flowered out. So the pot was good, but this plant is gonna double in height, probably double in width, easy. So I'm hoping, you know, hopefully I don't have to put like a constant drip system on here or some shit like that, you know, or hopefully it doesn't get to the point where I have to water it every day or feed it every day, you know. That would really fucking suck. So, but yeah, she's definitely going to use a lot of flower newts. I've been looking at canopies to cover this. I might have to build something because I looked at the weather through October. It's supposed to be cooler. August is supposed to be dry. September is supposed to be dry, but August drier than normal. September they're calling for about 4.5 inches of rain, and then in October, you know, but that's towards the end of September, and then into October. So I've been thinking about maybe building something, or just buying one of those pop-up canopies and put it over the top of this, get a white one. That way I can just keep the rain off of it. And then, you know, if it stays dry, maybe I can get a light if it's tall enough. Maybe get a light to put in there during the day for supplemental, and then it'll shut off at night. I do have a light that would work good on that. My SF4000, Spider Farmer 4000. It doesn't have a dimmer on it, but it doesn't really matter. It gets warm, so it puts off a lot of heat. So yeah, that might be good to do. Just depending on how tall this plant gets. Like I said, I may have to fucking put some bowls in the ground and shit and build something. I hope not, though. It'd be nice to just do a pop-up canopy. So anyways, I don't know, what do you guys think? Should I do a pop-up canopy, or should I just wait and see and then probably build something, or should I just keep the height you know, at a decent level and not let it get overgrown, or what? Or should I just let it go and, like I said, see where she ends and how tall she is, and then I'll determine whether I buy a canopy or build something. I think that's probably the way it's gonna go. Yeah, it just looks so awkward with this one going off like that. I want to cut it off, but I'm gonna save it for a clone. It's not a bad looking plant. It just shoot. It just isn't very tall, and yeah, it'll make a good clone. So that'll come off, but the rest of this will be there. Yeah, dude, she's a nice plant. Look at all that. Nice structure. A lot of shoots, dude, a lot of tops. This thing's gonna have tops everywhere, dude. Not only does it have these tops, but then there's gonna be secondary shoots coming out. You know what I mean? I've got this one right here, and I don't know if that's a secondary shoot or not. I can't tell. Yeah, some of these. Well, I hate that they're wet like this, dude. I wish it wasn't raining. She's putting off some smell though, dude. Just like when you shake her and shit, you can smell it. I should probably go around and do that and shake off some of this shit, you know. I just don't know how much it's gonna rain today. It's probably gonna rain all day, which sucks. It is what it is. This plant just seems fuller. It is fuller on one side than it is on the other. It's fuller on this side than it is on the other. But that's probably coming off, that bottom one. That's gonna be a clone. That one's gonna come off. And then that'll probably do it, I think. Fuck, dude, I got this one too. That's not gonna come off. That's gonna stay there. And this one right here, this will probably stay here. But yeah, she's bushier on this side than this side. This side's a little taller. Makes me, like I said, I don't know if I should. She's gonna be a little lopsided, bitch, isn't she? That's the way it is. This side's all really thick, tall, you know, shoots, and it'll be alright. And the rain, I think, has made shit lean a little bit more to one side. Yeah. Yeah, see, she's still bushier on one side, but not by a whole lot. But yeah, dude. What do you guys think? Pretty nice? I really think that is ugly as shit. This stalk right here. And it's not very tall. Like I said, I don't know, maybe. Let's see. I don't know. I'm probably not gonna leave it because it'll just fucking droop down if it buds out and shit. If I were to bud it out. So yeah, I'm gonna cut it off. And then just let Mother Nature take its course. When it gets time to flower, when I start noticing the transition, probably gonna have to do what the everybody that I see online does with the big plants, is throw a trellis net over the top of it. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much all I got. It kind of bugs me that it's denser on one side than it is on the other. Kind of bugs me. So, anyways. So she was crooked, and then I straightened her out. And you can see she got straightened out. She seems a little bit, there we go. Seems a little bit fucking leaning to one side. But yeah, she's fine where she's at. Yeah. She was leaning like this, and you can see that that's higher. If you look at it, that's higher over there than this. So she was leaning, but I got her straightened out now. It's probably one of the reasons. That might be one of the reasons it's thicker on one side. I don't know. It's probably because I pinched more on one side. Is why it's thicker. Makes more sense. But yeah, dude, there's a lot of tall ones in here. They're all looking good. Oh shit. We're all looking good. So she ought to be a beast. She's already on her way. If you have any comments or questions, go ahead and post them. Like the video. Smash the bell. And subscribe to see the rest of my grow. This is the Cannabis Guru. Until next time, peace.